Here's Lindsey Graham moments ago on CNN. Dana Bash was talking to him, said, Senator, you have some news. And he does. I guess he called CNN. He had the news, and here's the news.
I'm going to be doing a fundraiser with and for Senator Cruz. I think he's the best alternative to Donald Trump. John Kasich, I think, is the most viable general election candidate. I just don't see how John gets to the primary. This is an outsider year. He's seen as an insider. So I think the best alternative to Donald Trump to stop him from getting 1237 is Ted Cruz.
You might as well have not. I don't understand this. Are you kidding me? I'm going to be doing a fundraiser with Senator Cruz. I think he's the best alternative to Donald Trump. Stop! End of soundbite. But no. John Kasich, I think, is the most viable general election candidate. I'm speechless. Kasich has won one state and the confetti. John, look, I warned you people. I warned you yesterday this is going to be exactly what happened. Because I saw that headline on Tuesday, right at noon when this program started. The fate of the GOP hangs on Ohio. You know what this is? I like Senator Graham. He's affectionately known here as Senator Grahamnesty. But you know what this sounds like? Yeah, I'm going to get behind Cruz. It's our only real hope. I really want Kasich, but I'm going to get behind Cruz. Kasich's the guy, but I got to get behind Cruz. And the reason for that is, hey, my fellow senators, don't hate me here. I have to do this. We know, everybody knows we hate Cruz, but we got to get behind him. So throwing in with Kasich, I'm going to go do a fundraiser here for the guy that we think can stop Trump so that we can put Kasich in there. Is that what this means? I'm not trying to start any trouble. What are you talking about? I didn't say anything here. I'm analyzing it. Play the soundbite again. Soundbite number 21 in case you've thrown it away. Grab it back out of the trash. And here it is again.
I'm going to be doing a fundraiser with and for Senator Cruz. I think he's the best alternative to Donald Trump. John Kasich, I think, is the most viable general election candidate. I just don't see how John gets through the primary. This is an outsider year. He's seen as an insider. So I think the best alternative to Donald Trump to stop him from getting 1237 is Ted Cruz.
I feel like going to commercial break, or I'm going to start saying things that we don't have enough of a delay to handle. Or just laugh about it. He's won one state. He doesn't even have, what is his delegate count? Is it 100 some odd? Well, he's got 143 delegates. Okay, you need 1,230. He's not going to win another state. Oh, don't be so sure, Rush. I mean, the way they say he could win Michigan. No, wait, they already had Michigan. Oh, that's right. One of the Rust Belt states could win Buffalo. No, that's a city. They could win Pennsylvania. Isn't going to happen. John Kasich, I think, is the most viable general election. How can you say that about a guy who's won one state? Why wasn't anybody talking about Kasich as the most viable general election candidate 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago? All of this last-minute love for John Kasich, where has it been all of these past months? Well, Rush, don't forget they were with Jeb, and then they went with Marco. I know. They didn't go with Kasich. They had every opportunity to go with Kasich. So I'm out there fundraise for Cruz to stop Trump. But I think Kasich's the guy. I mean, why don't you just see? Can't, because of the animosity for Cruz. I know what's going on here. Because of the animosity for Cruz in the Senate. Republican Senate, he's got to qualify his support for Cruz. He cannot have anybody think he's all in, or they're going to think he's a sellout. So he can't have that. So he's got to throw a bone to the confetti guy. John Kasich needs an additional 1,094 delegates to reach the magic number. You know what? I'll tell you what we're going to do. RushLimbaugh.com, Kasich countdown. We're going to... Coco, I want you to set this up. Get the graphics department up there. Get a ready to the Kasich to the nomination countdown. Put the magic number up there, which is 1,094, and as each of these primaries go by, we're going to be counting how many confetti ceremonies there are, as well as delegates won. If that's based on, this is the establishment thinking here, John Kasich is the best alternative to Donald Trump. John Kasich is the most viable general election candidate. Now, I know that the Cruz people are going to get mad at me for this. You want to be don't, folks, this is not, we're not going to be doing anything but recording failure here. Don't. Does anybody, what state, somebody tell me, what state's Kasich going to win? What's the next round of states? Kasich thinks he can win California. Kasich win California. Okay. What other states? How about New York? How about New Jersey? Okay. How about Washington? State of Washington. How about Utah? Mitt Romney's in the camp. How about Utah? This is, I'll tell you, this is such, it's just, all of this is sabotaging Cruz. It's just, well, because you're divvying up the anti-Trump vote and you're out here now promoting it. While you're fundraising for Cruz, you're out there telling everybody that you think Kasich is the most viable general election. You don't think that's going to shift some votes to the guy somewhere in some of these states? Meanwhile, the Cruz people, they have been waiting and waiting for this moment when they thought, hoping it would be one-on-one where they could offer the ultimate contrast. I know they were hoping for the debate. I know a lot of people down on Trump for pulling out of the debate, but look, he's the front runner, folks. This is the way these things work. Incumbent candidates, particularly presidents, one debate. I mean, very rarely do you do two, and that's only if you are in trouble. There is no way an incumbent can win in a debate. Let me tell you, an incumbent, the way the optics work. Here you have the incumbent president, whoever he is. In case it's Obama, but Obama won't work because he's not. Let's say it's Obama and it's 2012, but he didn't have an opponent. Okay, let's use Obama. Forget primaries and do general. Obama and Romney. Now, there were 3 debates in that circumstance. And the reason for that is that there was a lot of concern that Obama was in deep trouble. And the second reason they did it is they thought they could smoke Romney. They had Romney on Obamacare and all that. But the reason that incumbents don't like to do it is, here you are the incumbent, you're the most powerful person in the world, and you're going to share the stage with a pretender, with somebody who wants it. You automatically validate them by simply having them on the stage with you. I guarantee the way Trump thinks, no way. He is not going to do that. And once Trump pulled out, Kasich pulled out, because Kasich does not want to rip into Trump, because Kasich probably hoping he's got some leverage here by the time we get to convention to get something if there is a Trump administration. So that means the only one left is Cruz. And Fox canceled the debate. The Cruz people should have been, hey, let's still do the debate, and you bring in anybody you want to ask me questions. You put other media people up there occupying Trump's chair and put another media person up there occupying Kasich's chair. And let's have the debate. And you ask me anything you want. Have somebody pretend to be Trump or what have you. I mean, I know that this is one of the things that they were really, really counting on is the end of the division of the anti-Trump vote. I really wanted to see if it would coalesce around Cruz, because here's the thinking, it's pie in the sky thinking, but the pie in the sky thinking is the Cruz camp, they can win every remaining primary simply because there are more anti-Trump voters than there are pro-Trump. Trump hasn't got 50% anywhere yet. Well, I know, shake your head on this. I'm telling you, it's the thinking. What's erroneous in the thinking is and I don't know if it was really assumed, it was hoped, but even in some of the anti-Trump vote, once, say, Rubio's gone, some of Rubio's people will go to Trump, not automatically all go to Cruz. So the assumption that everybody not voting Trump would continue to not vote Trump, and that all the anti-Trump vote would then go to Cruz, that was the hope, that was I guarantee you some of the strategy. And if it were to happen, then Cruz would win out. If that were to happen, or come close to it. And this was something I know that they were desperately, desperately hoping for. And they still are, even though the debate has been canceled. But then there are other factors that you have to look at the same time. And that is there any indication that, I mean, if the voters would go to Cruz once Rubio and others get out, why haven't they gone to Cruz yet? I mean, it's not as though people don't know what's going on here. If you want to beat Trump, why vote for somebody continually you know didn't have a prayer, like Kasich or Rubio, who you know wasn't going to win this thing, but people did continue rather than vote for any other Republican, Cruz in this case. It was always going to be a long shot, but they thought that they were prepared for it. They wanted to fight that battle. They wanted to try to make a big pitch for the entire universe of Republican voters that was not going Trump. And it's there. I mean, you hear and see it every day here, typified by various public people denouncing Trump and saying they'll do anything but Trump. Third-party people now. So there still is a significant percentage of voters to coalesce there. And it's still going to be their objective. Okay, I got to take a quick time out. We'll come back. I'm going to still get to I've promised to do only because it's interesting, folks. It's not newsworthy. It's not pressing. It's why I've saved it to the third hour. But, and I bounce off of everything, too. So it's the latest from John Podhoretz, as they, in the conservative intelligentsia circles, struggle to explain the Trump phenomenon to themselves. We'll take a break. I'll check. Don't go away, folks. Hang on. This Lindsey Graham soundbite, it says so much. Now, let me set the table here. Not anything you don't know. You've got Trump with look, about a 250 delegate lead right now, 662 to 408 over Cruz. And the news is, can Trump be prevented from getting 1237 before we go to the convention? You got theories on both sides. New York Times says, no, he can get there. AP says, no, he can't. You have a bunch of conservatives who are talking about no Trump, going to go third party. Having a meeting today to talk about maybe going third party, maybe what to do about Trump. Why? Here you have Lindsey Graham saying that he's going to do a fundraiser for Trump while also saying that Kasich is the most viable general election candidate. You've got a guy here, Ted Cruz. Where is all of this anti-Trump emotion? Why isn't it going to Cruz? It seems to me that the guy next in line, if you want to deny Cruz or Trump rather, that you've got to go with Cruz. You've got to put all of your energy behind Cruz in these remaining states. You've got to join the campaign effort, get votes out, donations, what have you. And I tell you what it is, folks. You're being shown. It's being demonstrated again. What you already know. Again, this is nothing you don't know. But the Republican Party establishment, whatever you want to call it, they don't want conservatism either. This is not just stop Trump, because there is a humongous opportunity. Standing right next to him is Ted Cruz. And you want to talk about debates and who can hold who? There's no way Hillary Clinton can come anywhere near holding a candle to Ted Cruz in a debate on policy or anything else. There's nobody better equipped to indict Hillary Clinton, to expose her and her party for everything that's going wrong. And yet, Republican parties like Cruz is not even there. And they're focusing on a guy who's won one state, and it was home state. It's not even really a win. It's a de facto. And now got this meeting here to come up with a potential third-party candidate. When, if you want to stop Trump, the best opportunity you've got is Ted Cruz. Plus, you have all these people saying, hey, look at all this talk about a contested convention brokered or whatever. It isn't going to happen. It's going to be one of those two guys. It's going to be Cruz or it's going to be Trump, because they're the two front runners. They're the only two with a legitimate chance of getting a 1237 in any which way you go, either before the convention or, for second ballot, what have you. This is another one of these eye-opening episodes here. We had a caller, and I've said it myself. I mean, you've got the most capable, qualified conservative that has sought the presidency in years. Trump's attracting attention because Trump's Trump. I mean, Trump is this is a personality phenomenon. It's a charisma, personality, media, all of these phenomenon. There isn't anybody that can compete with. Hillary can't compete with it. Bernie Sanders can't compete. Nobody can. But yet everybody wants to stop this guy. So, I mean, this grasping at straws out here when there's an obvious go-to, it's really eye-opening, is it not? Now, look, I've got a brief time out here at the bottom. They come too fast here, I know, because this is the fastest 3 hours in media. We have remaining phone calls, still pretty good roster still remaining. And yes, what I've already talked about doing, the latest attempt by the intelligentsia to explain to themselves what's happening out here, all coming up when we get back.